Hello everybody, happy to be here today. And I want to ask you, do you feel sometimes annoyed by the question when people say, oh my gosh, you are so bright, you are so, I don't know, handsome, smart. How's it you single? Or for the ladies, it's like, oh my gosh, you are so beautiful, you are, I don't know, a smart woman or kind, and how is that you're single? And I was always wondering what says behind that question. Is that some people presume that if you're single, if you're not so-called taken, must be something wrong with you? That maybe kind of gives you this message that maybe you are not worthy of having a partner or a good relationship, or in this case a relationship, because when you ask this question, when people ask you this question, it's almost like there is this stereotype thing that you have to if everything is right with you, you sure must have a partner right now, and it's totally unfair that you don't. But what these people do not sometimes get is that there is nothing wrong with taking your time. Good things come to those people who can wait. And very often the most I've actually observed sometimes very bright people, very driven, outgoing, or talented in any way, or successful in any way, having more taking more time to find a partner than people who are, I would say, less demanding, who are less who maybe kind of fit in the mass, more fitting of the average kind of description of personality. And this is not to put anybody down, because this world needs all kind of people. But if you can see that creative people, we see sometimes as celebrities in a good way. I mean, people who are doing big things, very often they either divorce, on the verge of divorce, or they are single, because they have more pressure in their life, and also trying to be with somebody who is in accordance with your values, beliefs, your goals, really limits you to a smaller amount of choice. Although there might be more people that would love to have you as a partner, but from your side it's limits to this very, very small, tiny circle, because you already know things that do not work for you. You do not want to settle to the mediocre person, mediocre relationship, or low standard relationship. So what if your status is simply you taking your time, working on yourself, doing your thing, and have the patience to wait for what's right? Because it takes no courage to settle for something that just comes your way and maybe do not bring that great of a value. It takes no courage to go back with your ex just out of laziness, to realize that you will need to be on this journey and do what you gotta do. It may take you some time, and the easiest thing you can do is just you can go backwards, and going backwards is never a good idea. So what if your current situation just means that you have a higher standard? You're not ready to settle. You know what you're going, where you're going, and you're just going there regardless of what's happening on the outer. And I just want to say, so I would like to support all my male followers who are kind of in that situation, and also female as well, because I do have a little bit of ladies watching my videos as well. And actually, guys, I want to tell you that from my experience, I do also have some very talented friends, ladies who are basically represent everything, you know, from being smart, kind, and beautiful inside out, that struggled for quite some time to find somebody. I'm right now having some of my friends' images in my mind. It took them a while, and you know, people, when they are in that circle, when they really have their, you know, interest and passion for life, and you know, desire to do things and explore, when you are in a certain environment, you just you don't even ask that question, because you already know that these people, it can sometimes take them longer, especially if they live in an environment where fewer people have their interest or share their outlook on life, and they can almost immediately or much faster create connection with somebody when they go to maybe particular event, or you know, particular interest-based place, and or maybe, you know, have to move from the one city to another. Because I just want to tell you that in the city where I live, in a smaller city, the average guy looks like the average guy, how to say this, weekend, for example, or free time, looks like beer, TV, couch, I don't know what else. Yeah, basically that's all of the interests. I mean, not much of varieties. There is not very much purposeful people, purposeful environment there. So that's what I want to say, guys, that when you talk to Ukrainian and Russian women, do not ask this question, because when you ask this question, oh, you know, you're so beautiful, how happened you're single? This question has a little bit of a double meaning. From one point, it's a compliment. Oh, look at you! You're accomplished. You are beautiful. You're charming. You're so talented, or you know, whatever that might be. But on the other hand, it has a little bit of devaluation hint to it. So she needs to justify you why she is not married. Well, it's a good news for you, number one. And number two, she probably did not meet a man that could meet a higher standard of what she would like to have in her life. That's why she's given a chance to you. That's why she is staying strong and taking her time to go for the value and not for the quick fix. And same applies to men as well. I know a lot of men who has a lot to offer, who are very courageous. They're doing great things in their life, and they struggle also because they do want to find somebody who can share their life views and their values, and somebody, I would just say, like a partner in crime. You know, we all like to, when we have our certain drives and interests, we would love to have a partner in crime. Somebody who we can just share things and just go for this incredible life journey. So what do you guys think about that? I do believe that there is someone for everyone. There is always someone that would match your craziest interest, you know, your craziest idea. You just need to be patient and maybe go out more often, or travel, or join a community with people with similar interests, because these things are becoming much more important as we mature. We want to share these things in our life. And the other positive effect, that things like this, they really also, when we share the same passions and ideas in life, it's also help the relationship to be full and rich and just amazing. You know, it helps it to flourish for many years. So I want to hear from you guys. Thank you.